This is the main e-learning for healthcare webpage, and you can click on the register login button on the top right hand corner. We're then going to click on the register button on the right hand side of the screen, and you're going to be entering your email address. This needs to be an email address that you currently have access to, because they will be sending a link through for you to complete the registration on. And when you're done with that, just click register again. In this page, we're just going to fill out your registration details. This is your name, if you want to add a secondary email address, your preferred name, and your location. These are the things that are going to appear on your certificates and your completed activity reports as well. For this example, we're not adding a secondary email address because we're using the main volunteering account. But if you're worried you might lose access to your account, you might have your trust login on here as well as your personal email address. And on the job role, we are going to be entering volunteer, and we're going to be selecting volunteer health. You do not need to add a grade, and you do not need to add a primary speciality, so just put not applicable for both of those. Your start date is when you started to volunteer with us. We can give this to you if you need to, or you can enter it if you think you know it. And the place of work is going to be Nottinghamshire Healthcare. This will automatically fill in, so if you start typing in Nottinghamshire Healthcare, you can select that and then just click register to continue with the registration. Now what will happen now is you will get an email sent through to your account. This will give you a unique username and it will give you a link. If you click on that link, then you will be able to complete the rest of the registration process. You need to make a note of your username because this is the username that you will be using to log in every single time you access the training site. So once you click that link, you'll be asked to change your password. So we need to make sure that we're setting an appropriately secure password. So it gives you some instructions there as to what sort of password that you need to be able to create, just to make it sure it's secure. You will have the ability to change your password or reset your password if you do forget it, but it's worth just making a note of alongside that unique username that you have. And once you've picked an appropriate password, just click change password. And then what we're going to do is we're going to log into the site. So we're just going to select login, and in that box on the left hand side we're going to type in our username, which is unique to you, and that password that we've just created. And once you've typed in that password, we're just going to select login. And this will take us to our main the registration form. So we have to accept the terms and conditions, and you want to just create a couple of security questions. This is just in case you do forget your password, and then you're just going to say save security questions on that bottom right hand side. It will then ask you just to review the information that we've put in, so you can just say existing details correct because we've only just entered these. And then we're going to complete the registration. It'll take you to your main page, and sometimes the system will send you notifications. These are little things in your own little messaging system on the site. Things like your GDPR, if they've updated certain things on it. So this is how you just select. You can see what you've got unread. You can see the high priority ones they send you. And that little envelope in the top right hand corner is how you access them in future. But we're just going to select home, and this is your main page. And on this part of the e-learning is where you would see a lot of the training courses you're already enrolled on. You've got my account where you can change some of those personal details that we've just created. But we're going to go to that top search bar and we're going to search Volunteer Learning Passport. And that will search through the courses and will give you a long list. But that volunteer learning, VTW, there is the thing we're interested in. On these courses, you can select the blue I button and it will give you a bit more information on that. But we're going to click enrol and continue with enrolment. And that adds it to our profile. So you can see here, this is the training program, and these are all the courses that are within it. Now, each of these courses is only around about 15 to 20 minutes. I would recommend doing them sitting down with a cup of tea and slowly working through them. You can leave them at any time. You can find out more information on them by clicking that blue I button. And the Volunteer Learning Passport now appears on that main homepage, and that's a shortcut into it, and you can see all those training courses are still there. So I said that blue I just gives you a bit more information on it. You can start these courses, you can leave them, you can come back into them at any time. Once you start one, you don't have to complete them all. You can just work through them slowly. And when you do complete them, under My Activity and Certificates is where your certificate of completion will be. Obviously, we have nothing on here because we haven't actually done any of the courses yet. You can also see your activity and reports. This will show you all the training courses you've done, all the training you've accessed, and give you your activity if you're interested in that as well. But for us as a team, we'll just need the certificates. And when you click home, it'll take you back to your main page. You can see the training still there. And if you click log out, it will take you to that main login page.